Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing it very well. So, today let's start with chapter number 2 of history, and the name of this chapter is On the Trail of Earliest People. Students, before starting this chapter, I want to say something that we will cover this chapter in two parts because it's a big chapter. So, dividing it two part will become easier for you all to understand. I'll give you a brief that in those two parts what we'll cover. In the first part, we'll cover introduction, Stone Age, or and Old Stone Age or Paleolithic Age. Okay, and second part we will cover Middle Stone Age or Mesolithic Age and New Stone Age or Neolithic Age. So these are the two parts. Okay, so let's begin with the first part, introduction. Let's talk about introduction. What does this chapter wants to say to us? Man is a social animal as he cannot live alone. When he wandered in search of food and shelter, he used to live in groups. The above practice was the beginning of the earliest societies. A group consisted of few men and women and children who stayed together. It was safer to live in groups rather than to wander about all alone. What does this chapter want to say? Let's talk about the introduction. Man is a social animal. As you all know, we all is are social animals. As we cannot live alone. We we need someone like family, friend group, etc. to live with. Okay. In the early age or in the early time, when the man wandered or moved from one place to another in search of food and place to live or the shelter to reside. He used to live in group. Like whenever he went to search for food or shelter, he always used to go with or he always used to live with groups. And this practice means the practice of searching of food and shelter and living in group was the starting or was the beginning of the earliest society, means the early group of people. What is group? A group, it consisted of few men, women and children who stays together. Okay, it was safer to live in groups because like some okay, it was safer to live in group because whenever some problem comes or any kind of animal attack on one person, so other person can save him from that danger. Okay, so it was the biggest advantage for the man to live in group rather than to wander alone, because if you are in group you can face problem or you can eliminate your problem or enemy in much easier way, as the same you cannot do if you are alone. Okay, let's move forward. Stone Age. Let's talk about the Stone Age. It was the one where men used to make and use tools made up of stones. Stone Age can be divided into three types: Paleolithic Age, Mesolithic Age, and Neolithic Age. Let's talk about the Stone Age. It was the one where man used. It was the stage or it was the time period where man has started to make and use the tools which were made up of various kind of stones. Means means Stone Age was that period where man has started to make and use the tools which were made up of stones. And this Stone Age was divided into three types. First is Paleolithic Age, second is Mesolithic Age, and the third is Neolithic Age. In the first part, we'll study about Paleolithic Age, and in the second part of this video, we will study about Mesolithic and Neolithic Age. Okay, so let's start with the first part of this video, Paleolithic Age or Old Stone Age. The term Paleolithic is being derived from the Greek word paleo, which means old, and lithos means stone. The existence of human life in India belongs to this age. Stone implements and cave paintings from this period have been discovered in many parts of India, and these sites can be classified as habitation site, place where early man lived; factory sites, place where tools were made; habitation come factory sites, the place where stone were made and the man stayed for a longer period of time. Paleolithic age, 2 million year ago or and 12,000 year ago. Primitive man was only a little better than animals, as the only little difference was that while man walked on 2 feet, use his hands, and animal walks on all 4 feet. Let's start with the discussion of Old Stone Age, or also known, which is also known as Paleolithic Age. The term Paleolithic is being derived from the Greek word paleo, which means old, and lithos means stones. Means Paleolithic. You can divide this big word into two parts. First is paleo, which means old, and lithic or lithos, which means stone. The existence of a human life in India belongs to this age. If we talk about existence of human life, so it belongs to this old stone age. Stone implements and cave paintings, you all know, from this period has been discovered. You has been discovered from many parts of India. Stone implements or this various stone tools and various kinds of cave paintings have been discovered in many parts of India. And these, and if we want to classify or if we want to differentiate between these sites, then we can divide it into three parts. Habitation center, which means where early man used to live. Factory sites, where tools were being made. Habitation come factory sites, the place where tools were made, and the and also where man used to stay for a longer duration period or longer time period. Paleolithic age, time duration 2 million year ago. If we talk about primitive man, means the man of that period, he was just little better than animals. How he was little better? That the man used to walk on his 2 feet and use his two hands for work, while animal used to walk on all 4 feet. Okay, let's move forward. Hunting and food gathering. How hunting and food gathering was carried out during this age, or during old stone or Paleolithic age. They did not know, means they did not know how to produce their food, so they always move in search of new places. The early man with the large number of animals of the area moved to other places in search of new places to find food. The early men were nomads and wanderers who were always on the move in search of food and water. Let's discuss about hunting and food gathering. The early man did not know how to produce food, or the early man did not know the technique of carrying out agriculture for different food eatable items. So as they don't know how to produce food, so they always used to go from one place to another in search of their food. The early man with with their large number of animals in the area, they always used to move from one place to another to find food and shelter, because they don't know how to produce food and they don't know how to build the shelter. The early men were nomads and wanderers. The early men who were nomads means the persons or the group of persons who used to go from one place to another. They always move from to different places to search of their food and water so that they can live. Okay. Stone tools, artifacts, and their uses. Stone tools of this age have been found in the valley of River Sun and Upper Jhelum River area. These tools were made up of quartzite, a hard rock, example knives, choppers, axe heads, digging instruments. Tools were of two types. Core tools, they were made by core method, by chipping away the portion of piece of rock, no handle. Just for example, hand axe. Flake tools, they were being made by flake method. Large flake were cut off from the work rock and then shaped into a tool. Example, choppers for cutting meat into small pieces. Let's talk about various different stone tools, their artifact, and what were their uses. Means we'll study about what were the stone tools, how they were being made, and the what their different uses. First, the stone tools of this age was the place where stone tools of this Paleolithic age was found was the area of River Sun and Upper Jhelum River area. Okay, these tools were made of quartzites, means a hard rock. The tools of this age were being made from hard rock. For example, knife, choppers, axe head, and digging instrument. Okay, if we want to divide tools of this age, then we can divide tools of Paleolithic or Old Stone Age into two types. First is core tools, which were made by core method. For example, by chipping away the portion of piece of rock, means to cut away the portion from a piece of rock. It doesn't have any kind of handle. For example, hand axe. Flake tools, they were made by flake method. For example, the a large flake or a large part of was cut off from the rock and then it was shaped and then that large part was shaped into different kind of tools. For example, choppers which were used to cut meat into small pieces. Okay, let's move forward. Making of stone tools. How the stone tools were made. It involved planning and technique like any other art craft. Early man drew the picture of tool in his mind according to requirement and then evolved the technique if creating it out of a piece of stone. Stone on stone. This technique, a stone hammer is used on the other pebbles to make stone tools. The hammer was used to strike off flake from the pebble and get the desired shape of the stool. Pressure flaking. It involves the use of piece of bone or stone, the hammer stone and the pebble. The bone or stone was placed on the pebble. The stone hammer was then used to remove flakes. Discovery of fire. The fire was the most important discovery of the Paleolithic age. It was the accidental discovery. It is likely when the striking of two pieces of stone together, shaped into a tool, man noticed spark. So, how was the making of tools happen in Paleolithic or Old Stone Age? It is a it is it involves any planning and tech. Oh, sorry. It involves proper planning and technique, like any other art craft. Means it involves planning, like what kind of tool we want to make and technique, how that tool will be made. Early man in this process, the early man used to imagine the tool which he want to use in his mind, and then accordingly he will evolve the technique or he will shape the tool from the piece of stone. There were three methods: stone on stone. In what happened in this technique is a stone hammer is used on another pebble to make stone tools. Means stone on stone. A big stone was used to strike on pebbles to make the other stone tools. The hammer was used to strike off flakes, and the hammer it was used to strike off flake from the pebble so that the desired shape or the necessary shape of the tool is being get. Okay, pressure flaking, it involved the use of piece of bone or stone. In this, a piece of bone or stone was being involved, and with them a hammer stone and the pebble was being used. The bone and stone was placed on the pebble, and after in this process, the bone or stone, whichever was necessary, was placed on the pebble, and that stone hammer was used to strike and remove the flakes. Discovery of fire. It was the most important discovery of this age, and it was moreover a accidental discovery. It is likely that while striking two pieces of stone together, like when early man used to rub two stones together, then he noticed spark. After that, the fire was discovered. So, student, here comes the end of the first part. Now in the second part, we will study about Mesolithic age and Neolithic age, which will come in another video. So till then, take care. See you.